Let's go, YouTube. It's James from Robin Henry Watches. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. Let's get straight into a wristwatch check. I'm wearing an Omega Speedmaster. It's from 1985. It's the reference 145.022. Nearly went off there. What makes this watch absolutely awesome is it is 100% original, which is important with vintage watches. The dial, the hands, the markers are aging beautifully and in line with the hands, with the inlay on the hands. And that's a really good way to tell that the hands and the dial match the watch. I mean, obviously they could be aftermarket replacements. They're not in this because it's all legit, but
is it limited edition as well, by any chance?
It's not. This is before Omega got into their limited editions. It was the 80s, and they hadn't commercialized to the level they have now. The case is in absolutely amazing condition. Don't believe me? Check out the web shop at robinhenrywatches.com. Look at the photos. It's in fantastic condition. It's just been serviced. It comes with the original box, no papers. £4,195, which puts it way under the cost of a new Moonwatch. So you can get a piece of Moonwatch history here for less than a new one. To me, that's a no-brainer, right?
It is a no-brainer.
It is a no-brainer.
Why wouldn't you?
So, yeah, check it out. It's a really awesome watch. And the condition for me is what sells this one. It's just fantastic. So, yeah, check it out. Right, so we're still on Peroni this week.
Last time.
It is the last time. We're through our 6-pack now. And also, cheers. Contrary to belief on watch forums and other comments, I'm not actually drunk when I make these. This is like me drinking. Unfortunately, this is just me. So
this is just how it's done.
It's just how it's done. We said last week we would do a winner for the best comment, trying to convince us who was the best Bond in all the movies. So we'll do that at the end of this video. So keep watching. You never know, it could be you. We'll do a shout out to the regular commenters and viewers. It's really appreciated. Mustafa, thank you to you. Thanks to Matt. He got upset that I didn't shout him out for sending me that clip of Daniel Craig. Matt, shout out to you. Who else? The guys from the I don't even know, maybe it's a secret like society, so I shouldn't be shouting it out. I'll just call it the Heroes WhatsApp group. Shout out to all you guys, it's appreciated. Harry, always got a weird hair comment, loving that too. No product in my hair.
It's not wrong about Pierce Brosnan, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Serious hair going on there.
He had some hair game. I've heard to say had, because I don't think he has now.
Yeah, he really hasn't. He's still got more hair than I'm probably going to have at his age, though.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Right, so we're going to jump into another What's Hot, What's Not episode this week. Let's dive straight into What's Not Hot. So, Rolex demand. Obviously, none of us are a fan of that because we can't get the watches. Interesting, in the last couple of weeks, that Rolex has actually spoken out about this topic, which Rolex don't speak about anything. They're very secretive and private. They don't talk about it. And here's the thing. They responded, and I'm doing my usual here. I haven't fact-checked, but I did read this. I'm always pretty much on point. I think it was Yahoo Business. And it was really odd that why would they speak to Yahoo Business? And Hodinkee questioned Rolex on this. And Rolex actually replied and said, well, no one's asked us before. They asked us, so we gave the question.
Old chestnut.
So essentially what Rolex have said is, we're not creating any shortage of supply. It's just that the demand has gone up through the roof. I mean, there's 7 billion people on the planet. The estimation is they make about 1 million watches a year. And the demand has just gone through the roof, especially since COVID and onwards. So that's why there's the shortages, and I think what they're saying is accurate and true. I haven't got any reason to disbelieve them. So anyway, what that puts me on to the point that I want to point out is suddenly, about 2 weeks ago, the windows are full again. So,
but you can't buy them.
Well, that's the thing. So put up a picture here of a picture that I took at a Rolex boutique, authorized dealer. And so, yeah, I got messages like, James, check this out. They got this, they got that. And I was like, no. Check the details. They've removed the prices and it's for exhibition only. So the word is that they are selling those models, but only when they get more stock in. It might not be like for like. So if they've got like a root beer in the window, it might be that they sell that, but they've got a Submariner to replace it with. So yes, you can go in and you can try the watches on, but you can't buy them. And obviously new people into watches are obviously very frustrated because they go in, they're like, well, I just want that one. And they're like, no, you can't have that one.
You can't have this.
So I get it for new people that don't understand the absolute cluster that is Rolex supply, and trying to buy one of these watches must be massively frustrating. I mean, it's frustrating for anyone who wants to just buy a bloody watch. But yeah, the exhibition models popping up everywhere. You still can't really get them. Yeah, for me, that's not hot.
It's interesting they can find watches to exhibit, but not to sell. It's like there's some secret supply that's just gone right.
Well, I would imagine it's like this. Most dealers, or all of them, don't know what they're actually going to get. Basically, it just turns up. You get a random allocation. I believe that back in the day you could order certain pieces. I'm not sure that you can do that anymore. So I would imagine when they got hit with a delivery, what they just said was, rather than those watches go out, those go in the window. But this has to be a Rolex policy because everyone's done it. So it must be their way of trying to tackle the issue and at least have something on display, because there's no prices on them. I mean, you can't even find Lady Datejusts in the windows now. I mean, they're for exhibition only. I mean, the world's gone mad. Oh, actually, one more interesting point on the Rolex piece that got put out, where they spoke out and commented on it, is they basically blamed the whole allocation which the dealers put out to customers. They're like, no, that's done by them. So what Rolex was basically saying, they were pushing the whole blame of the non-existent lists and expression of interest all onto the dealer, saying, no, it's not us. That's handled independently by our authorized dealer partners. I believe that was their terminology. So obviously it's very frustrating. So you go and you want to buy one, you can't buy one. You'd be like, well, I'll have the next one, or I'll order one. And they're like, no. You have to express your interest, fill out an application selling yourself to be, please make me worthy to buy your watch.
You have to fill out more than for a bloody job interview.
Yeah, you do. And, well, it depends if you want to play that game. I would say to anyone who's interested in a new Rolex watch, try going down that route so you're not having to pay, the grey market price, because obviously it'll be a lot cheaper. But obviously you've got to have some patience. What I wouldn't advise people to do, though, is a lot of dealers, you have to play the game. And what I mean by that is, buy this piece to get this piece. Buy this jewellery to get that watch. By the time you start buying non-hot pieces, and they might even push you into buying other brands' watches to try and get you to, to allow you to be selected for that watch. So you might have to take losses just to get to the watch that you want at retail. I wouldn't advise people to do that. Just go on the grey market, buy the watch that you really want and you're going to love it. And if you do want to get out of it one day, you'll be selling it for more anyway. So yeah, you're buying it at a higher price, but you'll be able to sell it at a higher price anyway. So
painful question. What was harder, getting a tough Rolex or your mortgage?
I thought you were going to ask something else. What? I thought you were going to go down the whole prostate exam route.
Oh, God. Wow, we're super personal.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that on camera. Getting a mortgage is easier. Really?
That's scary.
You're going to get accepted. Well, generally speaking, yeah, way easier. In fact, yeah, even like the meeting to get a mortgage is quicker than trying to get a Rolex. So, still worthwhile though. I mean, listen, I want people to get watches that they love. So hopefully, you go down that route. I generally don't. I don't deal in new Rolex watches, so I haven't got a horse in the race here. So, yeah, it's just my opinion. Right, let's go on to some positivity. What's hot? I'm going to talk about something which isn't a product per se, so I'm going to talk about watch forums. Still a great place. That's where I learned my interest and really gained my interest for watches after going to an authorized dealer many years ago and kind of having a look around and like seeing these other brands. I was like, oh, obviously you go on Google, found it. So I landed at the watch forum where I really learned the most is, and it's, to my understanding, it's the biggest in the UK. It's got to be. It's TZ UK. And it was just an amazing place to learn loads of information off the other people. It's got a really active membership. I certainly did. I mean, I joined that forum late 2012. And it was buzzing back then. And it still is today, certain level, though I'm not on there as much. And It's just an amazing place to learn about watches that you've never seen before, see great pictures, and discuss watches and learn a lot of people. I mean, there is some of the downsides is some people can obviously say something, it can be absolute rubbish. So you can't believe everything that you read, because it could be absolute nonsense.
Nothing's fact checked these days.
Exactly. Check me out. I'm just spitting things out, but I'm always on point. Anyway, so yeah, I think, really, I would always recommend to people that are just getting into watches, go on watch forums. Like I said, for the UK, TZ UK, that's the biggest place. You got the Rolex forums, very American driven. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a different vibe to like the UK or European ones. You've got What You Seek. That was one that I never really used too much, but it was quite broad spectrum. I've used the Rolex forum quite a bit. They've got other, on the Rolex forum, they've got other sub-forums for other brands. It's not all just Rolex. There's Reddit. That's one that I've never used, so I can't really speak to that one. And
Reddit's dangerous. You're down the wrong
exactly.
Sub. It's a bit
There was
freaky.
another one that I was using. Oh, timezone.com. That was quite a good one as well. Not overly active, I didn't find, but that could just be my experience of it. One of the great things about, I'll just stick to what I know quite well with TZ UK. One of the best things about it, once you've been a member and met certain criteria after a while and really involved yourself, there's a really good sales forum. Not maybe as good as it was many years ago, but maybe you just look at everything like that. But it's a great place to, generally speaking, trade watches safely and I would say at trade prices, because it's not used by dealers, although there is an option for dealers to sell and make a donation to the forum charity, which is a great idea. It's just a safe place to kind of buy and sell watches. And I went through a period of my collecting journey, going through absolutely loads. I mean, I lost thousands of pounds buying watches and then selling them cheap just because I wanted to get onto the next one. But it was a great and safe place to do that, and without paying like horrible eBay fees. And as well, attached to that forum, there's a charity fundraiser as well, which people put money into as a, gentleman's thing, which is nice. But one of the negatives is, like anywhere online these days, there's trolls. So I don't know. Maybe you should troll me when I do these videos.
You've never met any trolls.
They're out there, but they're out there whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. There's always going to be trolls.
I'm amazed the comment trolls haven't felt this yet. Not in their numbers.
Not in their numbers.
There's a subset. They're waiting.
Well, a benefit to being so small time is I haven't attracted the big time trolls. But yeah, you'll get that on any online platform. You'll get the keyboard warriors talk. The one thing that I really find interesting, you'll see it on watch forums and you'll see it on like even Hodinkee in the comments. People get so riled up and aggressive over watches, even to the point of physically threatening each other, which I find absolutely hilarious. First of all, because it's generally, especially on watch forums, I'm generalizing here, but it's like middle-aged men, upwards, getting angry over wristwatches. I mean, you couldn't get more nerdy if you tried.
What's the best threat you've ever seen?
I've seen people literally being like, I want to know where you live. So you can say it to my face and punch you. I've seen a lot of arguments and digs. One of the good things about, let's say, TZ UK, it's very, or not moderated at all. So people, which is good, freedom of speech, but obviously some people have to take it too far. On the Rolex forum, it's way over moderated. If you put out, let's say, started a thread and you're like, I don't like Rolex, I think they're shit. Even if you were to put a logical argument behind that viewpoint, ban.
The SS sweeping.
It's well known that you've got to behave yourself on Rolex forums, otherwise you get banned straight up. TZ UK isn't like that. It's very loosely moderated.
I bet that's not led by Rolex either. That's independently managed.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Of course it is.
And you have to be, on the Rolex forum, if you want to sell watches or get extra privilege, you have to become a pledge member and pay for the running of the website, which is fair enough. People can't do things for free in life. Anyway, I'm giving it watch forum still a what's hot, definitely. So if you're not a member of a watch forum, I definitely recommend joining up. It's a great resource to learn. Be warned, it's going to cost you a lot of money seeing all these different watches that you're going to really get into. And I've met some amazing. I've actually met loads of great people through the watch forum, TZ UK. I've met people locally that have come over, and speak to people on the phone. WhatsApp groups, done loads of deals and talking about other things. So, it's been for me, it's been massively positive. So I've only got good things to say about it.
I bet it can get really weird though.
What?
What's the strangest encounter you've had on a watch forum?
I mean, there's some weird threads on there. I mean, I can't think of something that stands out, but there's like on TZ, I'm sure they've got this thing called the Bear Pit, and basically that's like a no hold bars like comment section where there's threads just on like old women, like naked old women, or maybe it's just naked women. I don't know. I don't really go through that. And there's a bit like called the draft where basically people just lay into each other but do it indirectly. And it gets really super personal. And just all sorts of other arguments with politics and other stuff. So we said last week we would choose the best comment to put an argument forward for the best Bond or the best Bond watches, something along those lines. They would win a free hat. So we have a winner, Pilot Star 123.
God, is that the length of his comment? I haven't even seen this yet.
Oh, it's a good comment.
Damn.
He put a good argument that a Bond watch exists in relation to the Bond, and that the watch should fit the character. So he was like, he made the point that Roger Moore was like charming, sophisticated Bond, but they gave him Seiko watches, so it didn't really match.
And then had him zooming in on tits.
Yeah, and then he was saying, so Timothy Dalton, which I upset a lot of people by bashing Timothy Dalton. So like,
shame on you.
Don't get too upset. It's only for entertainment. I was only joking-ish.
You definitely weren't joking.
So. So he was saying, the Living Daylight's perfect match with his Hoya Night Diver. So, I think he made a really good point. And so, actually, I agree with this. So, you're definitely a winner. So reach out to us. Drop us an email at robinhenrywatches.com. Actually, that's the website address.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. How about maybe email us at robinhenrywatches@gmail.com.
That's a good idea.
I know my email address. Promise. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Any of your comments on any of the things I've discussed today, like the exhibition models, watch forums, Rolex demand, please chuck it in the comments. We can discuss. If you're liking the videos, I've already said liking the videos, like, comment, subscribe.
Probably.
I think I have. I'm like over plugging it.
You said it from the get-go.
From the get-go. Apparently I said that in the last video and that offended someone. That was, I don't recall saying that, but,
I mean, I didn't think it was that weird, but,
it's on record anyway, and if I did, apologies, not. Anyway, check out our watches at robinhenrywatches.com. Check us out on Instagram. We've also got a Facebook page now as well, which is just content streamed from Instagram, but it's there too if you like Facebook as well. I haven't really got anything else. Have I got anything else to go over?
I don't know. You're in charge here.
Yeah, apparently so.
You're the
I don't think
kingpin.
so. Check out the watches. That's what. Oh, also.
Which watch?
Which watch?
This watch.
This watch. Also, if you want a new watch, but you don't want to pay retail price, and I'm not talking about Rolex AP Patek, forget it, I'm not Jesus, but if it's any other watch, don't pay full price, don't give it to your authorised dealer who's going to make a big margin, come to me, call me, I can hook you up with a deal. Check out the website and there's a link, click it, and I can get you a quote. Other than that, I think it's been awesome, so whatever, cheers, bye. Right, next up, we're not going very far. We're going to film number 2. My favourite film book of the whole franchise, From Russia with Love. I was going to do it with the Russian accent, but it would sound weird.
Russia.
From Russia with Love. It just sounds more like Jamaican or something.